About Iran, Donald Trump has reiterated that Iran must abandon any hope of obtaining a nuclear weapon as the US prepares for more talks. Trump says that Iran wants to deal with us, but they don't know how. They really don't know how. Classic Trump rhetoric there. But what can we really expect from talks between Iran and the United States?
Well, look, Iran's in a much weakened position now. As we know, their allies have been smashed in Gaza and in Lebanon and in Yemen. They've lost all their supply chain route through Syria to Lebanon. Their economy is incredibly weak. There is growing internal opposition. Their air defences were smashed by the Israelis. They've got the Turkish government that strongly opposes them because the Turkish government are now very supportive of the new regime in Syria, etc., etc. So Iran's in a much weakened position economically, politically, and militarily. And so I would expect in due course there will be some kind of deal done, brokered by the Americans, because Iran's just not in a position to build a nuclear bomb and then have them all smashed. If they don't agree to something, then you'd expect the Israelis will destroy the Iranian nuclear facilities, and that may well be a death knell to the Iranian government. So they're going to have to do something. They're not in a position. They're not in a strong position. They don't hold any cards. They don't hold many cards these days, as Trump might famously say. So I expect something to happen in the next few months where Iran agrees not to develop nuclear weapons. Gab.
Okay, and let's talk about Hamas. Hamas has now rejected an Israeli ceasefire proposal brokered by Egypt, according to Al Jazeera, and the plan included a 45-day pause and the release of all the hostages, as we cannot forget there are more than 50 still being held by Hamas terrorists. But you say Iran doesn't hold the cards. What about Hamas? What options are there for Hamas?
Well, their cards are getting weaker by the day as well. We just saw the French president meeting the Palestinian Authority leader, Mahmoud Abbas. They're talking about some kind of transition where the Palestinian Authority becomes the government in Gaza. Hamas's weapons supply has been stopped because of the Iranians, for the reasons I explained. Their leaders have been killed. Bit by bit, the Hamas position gets weaker by the day. And so, however, the Israelis said, well, you have to disarm as a part of the peace process. Well, they won't do that. They'll fight to the death. But unfortunately for Hamas, it looks like death is coming because they'd have no international support now without the Iranians helping them. So day by day, the Hamas position is weaker, and that makes the position stronger of the Israelis and of Hamas's opposition amongst the Arab states, which is almost universal now.